You know, we scroll past hundreds, maybe thousands of images a day, and we barely even register what we're seeing. But what if we did the exact opposite? What if we just stopped, paused, and spent a few minutes with just one image? Let's see what story is hiding inside this single photograph.
So here it is. Just take a second and let it sink in. The first thing you feel almost immediately is just this sense of calm. There's this incredible warmth to it, a simple, cozy charm that just kind of pulls you in. It feels like a quiet Sunday morning, all captured in one single frame.
But what makes it work so well? I mean, what's the real story this image is telling? To figure that out, we have to go a little deeper. We need to move from just glancing at it to really seeing it. So, come on, let's break it down.
First things first, let's talk about the action. It's the most dynamic part of the whole photograph, right? Our main character here is right in the middle of a big, glorious, satisfying stretch. And what's so cool about this is how we all instantly get it. It doesn't matter if you're a person or a pet, a stretch like this, well, it's a universal language. It communicates this undeniable feeling of comfort, of contentment, that simple pleasure of waking up. It's the body's way of just shouting, "Hey, I feel good."
We can actually break it down into a little three-step ritual. First, you see the paws extending forward. The claws are just slightly out, almost like they're grabbing the morning air. Then, the back goes into that long, elegant arch, just releasing all that tension. And finally, the gaze. It fixes forward. It's direct. It's focused. This isn't just a random movement. It's a totally purposeful, almost ceremonial way of waking up.
Okay, so we've got the action down. Now, let's zoom in on the star of the show. Because this isn't just a picture of a cat. It's a portrait. And the details of this particular orange cat are what make it so absolutely compelling.
So even with that big stretch happening, where do your eyes end up? Right on the face, don't they? It's almost impossible to look away from those eyes. This is the emotional core of the photograph. This is where all its personality lives.
Let's get even closer on these details. First, you've got these stunningly vibrant green irises that practically glow against that orange fur. And the gaze, it isn't sleepy or zoned out. It's direct, it's engaging, it's looking right at us. Then there's the fur itself. You can just tell it's thick with all these different shades of ginger that just scream softness. And for the final touch, those little splashes of white on the paws and chest that just add to the overwhelming charm.
And that contrast is really the key to the whole thing. You've got the soft, fluffy texture of the fur that suggests total gentleness, right up against the sharp intensity of those green eyes. It's that mix of cozy and completely aware that makes this cat so captivating to look at.
Now, let's pull back from the cat for a second and look at its surroundings, because the environment here isn't just some random background. It's a character all on its own. It gives us context and a pretty good dose of humor, too. And this story of the environment really comes down to this wonderful, hilarious study in scale. In one corner, you have a large, fluffy, fully grown cat. And in the other, you have this tiny, doll-sized bed that it can barely even fit on. That contrast is exactly what makes the whole scene so endearing and, let's be honest, charmingly absurd.
And notice how everything else is kept super simple. You've got a clean white bed frame, plain bedding, a warm wood floor. Even the light, which is coming from behind, is soft and diffused. It's all on purpose. There is zero distractions here. Everything in the frame is designed to guide our focus right back to that comfortable, stretching cat.
Okay, so we've looked at the action, the subject, and the environment. Now let's put all those pieces of the puzzle together and really understand why this quiet little moment feels so perfect.
So let's look at the full picture one more time. Now you can really see it, can't you? You see how every single piece connects. The stretch that we all understand, the absolutely captivating subject with those green eyes, and the charmingly ridiculous tiny bed. Separately, they're just details, but together, they create this one complete, harmonious story. When you boil it all down, what this photograph really captures is something we're all looking for, right? It's a simple, quiet moment of pure, unguarded contentment. It's a snapshot of what it feels like to be safe, to be comfortable, and to be perfectly at ease in your own little world. That's the feeling, and that's the story. So the next time you find yourself scrolling, I want you to try it. Just pause on one image. Ask yourself what story it's trying to tell you. Because sometimes the most profound feelings are captured in the simplest scenes. What amazing stories are just waiting for you, hiding in plain sight?